Okay, so today I am going to see if I can make a mascot on the, well, this is a Sentro. I'm going to be using some big twist yarn. I find that this works pretty well in here. See, the color is black, and it is a 380 yards, 6 ounces. It's a 4 medium weight. So, first things first, because this is electric, because I made it electric, but in order to cast on, I need to use the handle. So to cast on, we do this weaving motion type thing. You go in the front and back, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back. You just keep going front, back, front, back. I'm actually going to make this into a character hat when I'm done. That's what my grandson wants. One of my grandsons. I'll make a matching scarf for it too. Oops. Almost missed that one. Alright. And by the time you get back to the white one, okay, by the time I get back here, this, I'll put it down into the, can we see that? Put it into the yarn guide, and then make sure it's all the way down. Now, I got one of these handy dandy fancy counters like this. I think there's a video on it. I just hot glued it down there. It works beautifully. So, what I'm going to do is first, I'm just going to go around once. I'll hand crank it, and then I'll turn the little machine on. Now, I am going to do a total of 40 rows. So we're going to turn it on. We're going to turn it on. Maybe I forgot to plug it in over yonder. Hang on. Yeah, sometimes it helps if you, I don't know, plug it into the power source. Let's see, it should work now. Why is it not? Okay. Found the problem. Gotta plug this in too. This is the machine. The machine right here. But I didn't plug that in. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do 40 rows going around on the knitting machine. I don't like to go too fast. I don't like to go too fast because then I'm afraid it's gonna, I don't know, mess up. And I just need to pay attention. I think I should turn the light on. I need to pay attention, make sure I don't drop any stitches. There we go. Oh, now I can really see it. Alrighty, so I'm going to do 40 stitches, or 40 rows. And I have this little counter here that will count for me. When I get to 40 rows, I'll come back and show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so what I did is I cut off about, I don't know, 3.5, 4 yards of yarn, give or take. So I cut that and put it behind this last pink peg. I got it all nice and wound up so, you know, stays together. And then I have this little clip I got from the Dollar Tree, and so it'll stay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this white yarn, I'm going to put that in there. And then for 18 18 pegs. We're going to do this white cast on yarn. We're just going to cast it on so as we can make the hole for the ski mask at some point. So these pegs are all numbered. So once I get to 18, because I'm thinking that's about how much I'm going to need. And then I'll put the white in the middle, and then we'll start the black again. Okay, so I got my contrasting color, because you will need to know some kind of crochet to do it the way I'm doing it. So I got 18 pegs of the white yarn. That will be the opening for the ski mask at some point. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another 40 rows. Let's see, I think I might try and tie this together a little bit, like tie it a little bit so that I don't have such a gaping hole. I'll just tie it loosely because I don't want to drop any stitches. There we go. Now I'll go a little slow for the first couple rounds. Make sure I pick everything up and don't drop nothing, because we don't want to drop anything. Alright, seems to be going pretty well. So I'll take this up until row 80, and then because I want to make this double thickness, I'll show you what we do then, because we will continue to knit on the machine, and we flip everything together, and then we gotta stitch the little eye hole thing together, or yeah, eye hole for the ski mask, mask hat, whatever you want to call it. All right, trying to see. I'm thinking everything is showing up. All right, I'll meet you back here when I'm at row 80. Okay, so because I want to make this double thickness, I've gotten to row 80. So if I was only going to make this single thickness, then this would be where I would take it off and crochet the bottom so that stuff doesn't fall apart. But because I'm going to make this double thickness after row 80, now I need to go to row 120. I need to add 40 rows. Then we'll do another little bit of contrasting color for the eye hole, and then we'll be able to take it off the loom after we'll do 40 rows, then another, like I said, the white color to make for the holes for the eyes, and then we'll do another 40 rows. So I'll show you what that looks in a little bit. Okay, so I am at row 120, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut off what I think is, I don't know, 3.5, 4 yards of yarn, give or take. Hopefully it's enough. I'm just gonna wind this up in around my fingers like I did with the last one. I just kind of wind it like so. Get so far, and then I'll take it off of here. Drop this down, and I'm going to wind it around itself so that I can use one of those clip things again. let's see, put that there, make sure that whatever. Now for the contrasting color, once again, now I only want to go again 18 pegs. There we go. I'll cut that. Put that down there. Now, 40 more rows. The last 40 rows. So you should end on like 160 would be the ending for this particular hat. Alright, meet you back here at 160 and I'll show you what I do to take it off the loom. Okay, so now in order, I'm at 160 rows. Now you want to take off, you know, enough yarn so that you don't run out. So, see if you can see this. I wait for this peg to go down. That's the white one, so that's the first one. And put the needle up and under. Put my little yarn through. Let me see if you can see this. And turn it till the needle drops down. And I can put the needle underneath the yarn. Sometimes if you get enough, you can, I'm standing up, and I'm going to drop it if I don't, I pulled it off without grabbing the whole thing. I have a little hook here, but I don't think I grabbed all of this one. Oh shoot. Yeah, make sure you grab all of it. Usually I'm sitting right by it so I don't have an issue. There we go. And I'll go around the whole thing. I don't know if you can see. If I can show you a little bit better. You wait for, see how the needle dropped down and there's an opening right here? So you want to get that needle underneath and then pull up. Oh, I think it's around here a little much. Let's see, you can see that where it dropped down, and put the needle underneath and pick up the yarn. The needle underneath the yarn and pick it up. And I already know this one didn't pick all of it. I have this little hook here. It's for loom knitting, but it works. I'm standing up trying to do this, and we just pull all the yarn through. And you do this all the way around until you get it, all of the yarn off of the machine. And that's all you gotta do. Get down underneath that yarn, pull up, and you got the needle on there. And that's all you do, all the way around. Just, sometimes I'll take a couple, and then I'll just take my finger and hold it over the one that's where the needle's down, because I don't want it to pop off. So if it pops off, then you gotta find it. So once I get this done, then we can do what we need to do to make it a ski mask. Alright, see you back here when I'm done. Okay, so I took the hat, this is the right side, I turned it inside out. It's one big tube. And I just turned it inside out, and now I dropped my yarn, but that's alright. Now I'm going to untie this here a bit. Now, let's see if you can see this. You can see there's a space right here in between. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be crocheting on these, see where these little black dots are? So we use a contrasting color so you can see it. So we'll start, and we'll just do like a single crochet, or I don't know, whatever it's called. So you want to keep this kind of flat, and we're going to use this one. Now it's coming from the bottom. I'm going to take it to the top because we want it to be whatever. And I did do the other side already. Truth be told, I wish I would have skipped like 20 or maybe even 22. So, alright, so grab up this loop, pull it through. Now, I'm going to go to the next where there's a loop. There's a loop right there. And then we're going to yarn over, and there's actually 2 loops here. So we're going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops. There we go. I'm going to pick this up again, and my next one is right here. Hoping you can all see that. Again, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, pick up this loop right here, right next. Yarn over and pull through both. So you're going to do this all the way around. Just pick up, trying to make sure I can see it on camera, and then pull through it. Now mind you, like I said, I have this inside out. Once I put everything together, then both of the holes for the eyes, we'll stitch those together also. But like I said, kind of wish I would have went 20, maybe 22. Let's see. You only always want to go on that one, because you still have to come around to go to this side, and that's going to make the opening for the eyes. Make sure you don't miss none. Just kind of pull it apart a little bit. See, if you pull it apart, then you can see where your next one is. Kind of, see, pulling it apart, you can see right where your next one is. Alright, I'm gonna get down to the corner and I'll come back and show you what I do. Alright, so I'm up at this corner, and remember I kind of tied that little black on there a little bit. So we want to remove. Now this is the end of, and we're at the corner here. And you want to make sure you catch this little one there. And then I come around and I catch the whole corner. You can see where, you know, it would go around here a little bit. And I want to catch those to make sure that, you know, it doesn't, whatever. Now, we come up to this one, and again, see, yeah, a little space here. I come up to this one, and we're going to do the same thing all the way down. If you can't find your little black dot thing, yarn, just kind of pull it apart a little bit. And then down to the next one. And we'll do this until the end. We're just going to keep picking up. We got that one, so we need this one next. Don't try to pick up the white yarn because we don't want that in there. We will, once everything is stitched together, we will pull the white yarn out. Just grab the white yarn, I didn't want to. There we go. There we go. So you want to try and come up. If you kind of pull it apart, you can see it's right here. It's right here. It's in between these two white pieces of yarn. And just go through and keep going all the way down. Alright, now, I lost my, oh, here's my yarn needle. Now, we have to take this weight out, and it comes out really easy. You just take your yarn needle, crochet hook, you know, whatever it is you have, and just reach underneath it. And just pull it out. As you see, it's opening up a hole for the face, so which is what we want. And yeah, we're just gonna just pull this out. Let's get down far enough. You can use your finger, a yarn needle, you know, whatever method you want to pull the yarn out. I get so far down, I'm going to come down here, and so I don't have to try and pull so much through at one time. And we just, there we go. Oh no, I dropped my needle, darn it. Oh well. I'll just keep pulling it until I have a nice little hole here. So let's see what we got here. I'll show you. So yeah, just keep pulling this out, and then we will put them together. And we'll have to crochet them together. So in the meantime, just keep pulling your yarn out like so until you get the opening there. We can just, there we go. Now, as you can see, we have a nice little opening for the face, but like I said, I only did 18, and I'm really wishing I had it done 20. I don't know if this is going to be big enough. So now once you get that done, now as you can see, it's inside out. We need to make sure that these are secure. These ones here, and then we can just stitch those in. Remember, we got two sides because I wanted it whatever. Now this one we need to make sure there's a knot in it, because this is from when we restarted, you know, when we did the waste yarn, and then we had to restart. So this one is fine, but this one we need to make sure that we tie it off or it will come apart. Alright, so I got my little needle here, and then you just kind of want to go in a couple of these, like end of the, where the eye is, make a loop, bring it through, darn it, bring it through, and then just knot it. You just want to make sure that there's a knot in there, and then you can hide some of this in. You just kind of go in between, you know, some of the threads. We want to make sure we don't see it on the outside. Not really seen on the outside. Got the sniffles here. Alrighty, so we got that one. Cut that off. This one, we'll just, you know, hide in some of the ends and then, you know, cut it off and stuff. So I'll just go up and in, you know, a few of these. Get it up a little bit higher so as I can just pull it through and cut it off, just so we don't have most, you know, strings hanging down by the eyes. And I'll do that with the next one. My camera quit for some reason. Alright, so we flipped it inside out, and I got this one closed down into a beanie. We're going to close this one over top. I'm going to grab, and we'll go through, we'll tie these together. But before I'm done doing that, I need to make sure that these two go together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it inside out again for a little bit. I'm going to stitch both of these together. Okay. Because I want it so that when I stitch it, the stitching is on the inside. So we're going to stitch all the way around both of these, so that way I have the double-sided, or the double thickness math cat. Yeah, see, I just really wish I would have done 20 or 22. I just don't think that that's going to be very big. I don't know, I guess I'll find out in a little bit after I stitch it together. So, how are we going to do that? I don't know, good question. Find some black yarn, here we go. I think a nice little whip stitch. I think we're just going to, here. We gotta make sure we get both pieces of the yarn and pull this through, and then we'll just do like a single crochet. So I think I'll just do a slip stitch to start. You can make your slip stitch however you want. There we go. And then just match up the stitches, pull it through, and then it's like almost like a single crochet, I guess is what you call it. I'm gonna go just make sure you catch from one side to the other. Get right underneath there. Pull it through. And I will go all the way around, just doing a single crochet all the way around. Alright, that's all you gotta do. Single crochet all the way around. That piece got caught in there. Let me put that down in the middle. There we go. Alright, I'm going to continue doing just a single crochet, both of these together. Go around the whole thing. And then we will close the top of it. And then that'll be that. Just make sure everything matches up good and stuff. Yep. And then that's it. Just go underneath, a little single crochet, and then see, it's all now together. Well, this is what it looks like. Yeah, I should have done, I think almost even 24. And I can pull it down a little bit on my nose. But, yeah, this is, 24. I think 24 would be good. But double thickness, oops, sorry. Double thickness. I don't know why my eyes are off to the side. Yeah, double thickness mascara. It's nice. It'll keep you nice and warm, but I think I am definitely going to redo it just because I don't like how close this is like that. I need to do 24 because this was only 18. Yeah, 24, maybe even 26. So if I did 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, I might even do 26 just to get it so it's back here a little bit. Yeah. Other than that, it's nice. Nice and thick. Nice and warm. You can make these two-tone color. You can have one side is red, one side is blue, or, anything to that effect. So, anyways, this is what it looks like.